It's not good. Trudy, you're not starting. What's going on? I can hear it's like the starter motor. You hear it? Well, things don't go as planned very often. And we've woken up this morning to the realization that our plans have to change again in a big way. Uh-oh.
We're Marianne and Chris. In May 2018, we quit the 9-to-5, rented our house to travel full time.
Welcome to Turkey!
Due to the pandemic, our attempt to drive around the world has been put on pause.
Finding ourselves in Turkey, we are going to show you the best this country has to offer. So this morning I have woken up, turned on my computer and have seen an article that our friend Tony B posted on the Kalkan Living Group, which is a Facebook group that we signed up to. It's just got lots of information that people post about Turkey. And there's an article in the Daily Sabah in the newspaper saying all about getting a driving license here in Turkey. And we've just realized that you can only drive in Turkey on a UK license for a maximum of 6 months from when you enter Turkey.
Yeah, when we applied for the visa to stay here, the residency permit, we checked about the vehicle and we were told that the British vehicle, Trudy, could stay in Turkey for 2 years. So for some reason, our brain just automatically, we have international driving permits.
Yeah.
So our brain was very much, okay, well, then the driving license will be the same. So that's thrown us a bit, really, hasn't it?
It has. So looking at our passport, we actually arrived in Turkey on the 9th of March. Now we only have 3 weeks left of driving in Turkey. That's all we're allowed. 3 more weeks. We need to come up with a plan because time is ticking. And we were planning to head up towards Rize in the north on the Black Sea. But with 3 weeks, possibly before we have to leave the country or take a driving test, we're not really sure. Let the research begin.
One of our options is to exchange our British license for a Turkish license. But actually, it's going to take 4 to 5 months for the process of the whole exchange. So that's not really an option for us.
Yeah, because that means we would be in Turkey for that length of time and neither of us would be able to drive.
So the second option for us would be for one or both of us to take a driving test to see us through during our time. We have no idea whether it's available in English. We have no idea how long the whole process would take. And, you know, to be able to take the test, having the license in your hand, that would be a big question for us because obviously as travel bloggers living in a van traveling, not being able to travel is slightly worrying for us. That's the big thing.
And also with just 3 weeks left on our driving license, the chance that we actually get the new Turkish driving license test and everything done in 3 weeks, I think is pushing it.
There is, of course, a third option, and that is to leave Turkey.
And that is the last thing we want to do because we are loving it here. We've got our residency permit for the next year. We've got our Trudy insurance, so we're able to drive here apart from the driving license. So it just doesn't make sense. We don't want to leave Turkey unless we really have to, because then we've got all the complexities of trying to work out where we're going. Okay, watch this space. There's a bit more research to be done. Right, we have a little update.
It's only a small one. It's the driving license test. So Sabire has very kindly rung around a few schools locally here, and I would be put on a list for next month, starting next month, and it will probably take 1 to 2 months. So in total that would be 3 months before I would be having a license in my hand to allow me to drive, which means in 3 weeks we would stop driving.
Yeah, which we can't do because we might get stuck here. Okay, back to the drawing board. We'll catch up with you again once we've done a bit more research. Right, so after a lot of research online, we think we found some good news. It says here that the usual, if after 6 months you need to exchange your license or take a test, but it says that you can exit the country, take a day trip to a Greek island, gain an entry stamp in your passport, which still allows you to drive on your translated and notarized foreign license for another 6 months. And it says that it's legal, and it quotes the like regulation here. We thought that our UK license would be okay with the international driving licenses that we need, but in Turkey apparently you have to have it translated and then notarized in case you get stopped. So that's something we're going to look at, but we need to look at now as seeing what is the quickest way to leave Turkey. Maybe we could go into Georgia because that is the direction that we're going in. So yeah, a bit more research and we will come back to you again. Okay, so the situation gets a little bit worse. The Georgian border is actually closed with Turkey at the moment. It says here on the Foreign Office website, which I'm just looking at, foreign citizens are not currently allowed to enter Georgia apart from citizens or residents of 5 EU member states, France, Germany, Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania, who arrive by direct flight. So Georgia is out. Now Georgia, we were planning, was the best solution because we were heading to Rize, which is in the top northeast corner of Turkey. We've also done some research, and apparently the boats, the ferries going to the Greek islands aren't currently running. And so it means that we are gonna have to drive up to the flies. There's a lot of flies here. We're gonna have to drive up to the Greek or Bulgarian border. Okay, we're just wandering up to the main building because Murat is here this afternoon, and we're going to see if he can give us any help or guidance on how we can get our driving license translated and notarized, and maybe we can do that. If we could do that tomorrow, then we will do that before we leave and head to Bulgaria. Mr. Murat, we need help.
We thought that if we go from here towards Çanakkale, get the boat over and go that way to Bulgaria.
That's quicker than Istanbul, right?
Yeah.
No, it's saying more better now Istanbul.
It's faster to go through Istanbul?
Oh, is it? Okay.
You can go by highway. That's why
It's toll.
more-
Is it toll road though? Toll.
Toll, yeah.
Is it expensive?
100 lira, yeah.
And it's
maximum.
quicker.
More quicker and more better.
Okay.
That if you buy
Maybe.
a package, yes.
We've got an HES.
If you had, you just
Top
how many,
up.
How many money you've already?
We put
50.
there's
I think
50
I've got
Turkish
50.
lira on it.
You put around other 30 or 40 lira is enough.
We'll probably stop in Istanbul just to get our COVID test, pick up the COVID test result the following morning, and then carry on.
But Istanbul is hard to get a
You want to
test.
make a test, COVID test in Istanbul or here?
It's 48 hours. How long can we get to Istanbul?
To the border of Bulgaria.
You
Ten.
get
18 hours.
18 hours.
Okay, so we've got to top up our HES, which we're trying to do on the app, which is so we can go on the toll roads, which will make it quicker, right? Okay, so your card's not accepted.
No. The other thing is we need to go back and see your man who notarises things and ask him to notarise our driving licence.
Translate and then notarize. Is there somebody in Oguk that can do it?
Yeah.
Do you need to make an appointment or can we just turn up?
For translation or for notarized?
Both. Online it says you're supposed to get your driving license translated and then notarized.
Tomorrow we can do it.
Right, we have a plan. So we've spoken to Murat. Murat is going to help us tomorrow to get the driving license translated and notarized. We're also going to top up our toll pass so we can use the motorways here in Turkey. We are going to head to the Bulgarian border via Istanbul. We found out that we need to have a COVID test before we get to the border, 48 hours before we cross. So we've messaged a few friends to try and see if we can arrange a COVID test in Istanbul before we head to the Bulgarian border. So it's going to be a very interesting week ahead. Just to add a little bit of lightheartedness.
I did have to say to Chris that I have this little sticker on our van and I've had it since we started this journey. It's a British and Old English verb, Old English slang, and it's to coddywomple, to travel in a purposeful manner towards a vague destination.
Oh, we're definitely doing that.
We're definitely coddywompling, for sure.
With added confusion. So I was woken up this morning, by the noise of a balloon. It's really early. Let me see if we can see it. Right above us. It's 7:30 in the morning. Marianne's still asleep, but I've made her coffee because today, although it's a crazy day, is a special day. Baby! Happy anniversary! It's our anniversary!
It's our anniversary.
And I've made you coffee.
Oh, you're still there. There's a camera. Good
I am
morning.
still here. 24 years later.
Oh,
24
wow.
years later. And we've got a little bit of a crazy day today.
Yeah,
Piece of cake.
piece of cake. It's very early. What time is it?
7:30.
Oh, okay.
So this morning we have a crazy day ahead. We have to go and get our driving license translated and notarized and get the van ready and start driving to Bulgaria. It's going to be a busy few days.
And it's very early.
And it's very early. Bye! We're finally leaving Göreme here in Cappadocia.
I want to say a massive, in fact there isn't enough thank yous to the family of the Göreme Camping and Aqua Park.
Absolutely.
Who refused our money and insisted that we stay as their guests. They have been fantastic.
Yeah.
We actually love them and have adopted them as Tread the Globe Turkish family.
Definitely.
So if you are coming to Göreme, please do come and stay here and say hi from us.
Absolutely.
And eat the goshleme because it's delicious.
It is. In fact, we're on the way. So we're talking so much. Just turn left here, love.
Oh, is it turning?
We're on the way to Urgut to meet Murat, who from Soendos Travel. He's offered to help us sort out the driving license. We also have this wonderful HGS sticker here in the window, which is the toll system of Turkey. And we have the app, but for some reason it's not accepting our UK card. So we're going to go to the post office in Urgut and top that up, so we can use the motorways to get to Bulgaria because it's a very long way. Right, Urgut, Murat, we're on our way. Okay, so we've arrived in Ürgüp and we're going to see. Murat should be up here. Welcome! Hello! Good morning. You okay?
Yes.
Mr. Ali.
Good morning.
Murat's bought breakfast.
Murat, you're amazing.
You are amazing here.
Amazing.
Turkish tea and breakfast. This is a good way to start the day.
As I said, this whole family are awesome. Okay, driving license sent to translator. So we'll wait to hear back from them. So in the meantime, we're just going to hang out at Sörendos Travel.
Actually, we can go to the post office
Yes,
and top up our toll road sticker thing.
HGS.
HGS, that's the one.
After coffee.
After coffee. Okay, we're off to top up the tax, the toll tax. Marianne forgot the towel on the side of the van. Has that been flapping all the way here?
It's an old cloth that I use.
That's so funny. They're good magnets.
They're great magnets.
Okay, we're going to the post office. So Murat's just dropped us off. We're going to the PTT, which is the post office here in Turkey, and topping up our toll sticker, the HGS.
Lütfen HGS. Teşekkürler. HGS.
Already 50 lira, as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've
we'll
got
put
50.
another
So
100.
Now 150.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teşekkürler.
So that was really easy. We just showed the phone with the reference number on the app and gave him 100 Turkish lira. We're well topped up now. We've got 150 Turkish lira on it. But all good, one job done.
Woohoo!
Okay, so the translation has been done and we've just arrived at Murat's friend's house that's done the translation for us, who's going to be bringing it out for us in a second. Perfect.
It's ready.
Thank you very much. How much do we owe you?
200 lira.
Thank you very much. Görüşürüz. Yeah.
Okay, two copies. And behind the notaire has to stamp your copy of the license.
Okay, translation done. Second job, tick. Okay. Next job. So translation done, and now we are going to the notaire to get it all formalized.
Aslında bir şey. İşte aslında da bu. O da öyle, aklına çekerler bize. Marianne'nin, o da kız. Bakar mısınız?
Okay, so 352 Turkish lira later, we are notarized and all legal. So now we just have to go to Bulgaria. Murat, thank you for all your help.
You're welcome.
You are a legend.
An absolute legend.
We couldn't have done this without you.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have seen Cappadocia as we did without you.
Yeah.
So,
in fact, if
This man is amazing.
Yeah. In fact, the slogan is your partner in Turkey,
Yeah.
and it's true. Everything, if you need something, they're just here to help you. So thank you.
Where's Ali?
It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
It's really good. We need to say goodbye to Ali.
Yeah, we need to say goodbye
Where's Ali?
Ali!
before we hit the road.
Ali!
Ali Jan! Hey! I saw him. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you again.
You guys are amazing. Bye guys.
Bye!
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
You're legends.
Hope to see you again soon, okay?
You will, for sure.
You always keep in touch, okay?
Always.
Tread
Take care.
tread the globe, friends for life. Right, okay, so we have about a 4.5 hour drive to get us just north of Ankara, which will be about 5-6 o'clock this evening. So we'll see how far we can get and how tired we are, and then the plan is we'll sleep for a night and then carry on tomorrow morning. So it's a day of driving. So let's rock and roll. You ready?
Yeah.
there's definitely one thing Cappadocia has got is amazing views. Look at it, no matter which way we look, out the left there's views, in front there's views, and to the right there's views. It really does feel like we're in the middle of nowhere. What a beautiful place. We've had an absolute fascinating time, and Cappadocia is definitely somewhere that you have to come if you do indeed come to Turkey. So as we're driving along, you can see this river here. This is the river that went through Avanos when we visited, and it's Turkey's longest river, and in these dry lands it really is a lifeline, providing water to these very dry desert lands here in Cappadocia. We got a little snack for the road. Tomato ketchup flavoured crisps, Marianne's favourite. He's definitely going to stop us.
It does look like it's
He
gonna
looks
stop us,
like,
doesn't it?
look at that. Put the camera down, Chris.
Put the camera down, Chris. Do you want me to go? We'll go. It's not, it's still red. I want me to go through a red light.
They waved us through a red light. Yo!
There was no other traffic coming. Can you buy a lottery ticket?
Pit stop. I literally just said next time we see a pullover, and we haven't seen one for ages, we'll stop. And then we came over the brow of the hill and there was one right here.
Right there.
Right here. So we're going to stop, go to the loop, have a cup of coffee, make a cheese sarnie. 2.5 hours to go to just north of Ankara. Okay, Scooby snack time. Cheese, pickles and mustard. In fact, these pickles are really nice, and they've actually got like chilies in them. They're really spicy. One thing after being in Cappadocia is there's a lot of poor dust and Trudy. So we have arrived on the outskirts of Turkey's capital, Ankara, and we're just about to join our first toll road, which you can see orange, the O20. So we're just going round the ring road of Ankara, and we're probably going to drive about an hour's north and then find somewhere to park up for the night, because it's about 5:45 at the moment, and then we'll get up early and crack on again tomorrow. So we're just arriving at the first toll booth. Oh, and it says HGS on the road, and it's sort of got HGS above, and you just drive through it, I think, don't you?
I think so.
I think you get a green light when you go, so you stop in front of the camera. Watch what that car does. Oh, go on.
No, it just went.
Oh,
yeah.
there you go. And it's gone green.
Oh yeah?
And it's picked up the charge from your sticker in the windscreen. Yeah, there's two. There's OGS and HGS. and you have to get in the right lane depending whether you're OGS or HGS, but it says it on the lane and it says it above the actual toll booths. Okay, we're going to come off the next exit and then try and find somewhere to park up for the night. There you go, we've just found a little pull-in. There you go, we've literally come about a mile off the motorway, and we can just drive down here, find somewhere in the trees, just go behind that tree there, I think would be good. Let's whack it in there, so somebody can still get past.
What is that then?
I don't know, it's a graveyard. I'm a by graveyard.
Perfect.
So we're going to reverse up on here just to make sure there's no glass. No, you're looking good.
Need to get checked out.
It's not good. Trudy, you're not starting. What's going on? I can hear it's like the starter motor. You hear it? Buzzing.
No.
We have arrived on the outskirts of Antalya.
No.
No, cut that. We're not in Antalya at all. Why did I think that? Okay, hold on. Oh, you're still there. That's it, it's the end of the show. We have so much to sort out. So you're gonna have to wait until the next episode to see how this madness continues. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss a video, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.